And welcome to the FAT8 CSL production of another FAT8 conference play. This time we have a non-conference game for the Aggies. We are here in Aggie Stadium, Greensboro, North Carolina, on the campus of North Carolina A&T State University, where the Alabama Crimson Tide, led by head coach Nick Saban and his assistant coach Bear Bryant, here in Aggie Stadium to take on the Aggies of North Carolina A&T, and this is the battle for the Big Cup. This is the Southern Fellowship Classic game. It is time for all the talk to come to an end. We're going to take it down to the field for the presentation of the colors, but before we do, we want to recognize our sponsors, 4th and 1 Customizations. Thank you for sponsoring this game. We're going to take it down to the field now for the presentation of colors and then the coin toss. And we're back and we're ready for the coin toss. We have the captains on the field. The Aggies offensive captains. Number 10, Mike Willis. Number 2, Tony Horn. And the defensive captain is number 25, Marquise Ruffin. And for the Alabama Crimson Tide, the offensive captains is number 12, Joe Namath. Number 37, Sean Alexander. And the defensive captain is number 28. That's Don McNeil. Coach Saban and Coach Hayes are down on the field awaiting the coin toss. And as always, this side is heads and this side is tails. Here we go. The toss is up. It's heads. The Aggies win the toss. And the Aggies are going to defer until the second half. The Tide's going to have the ball first. And we are ready to get this game underway. The Southern Fellowship Classic. Battle for the Big Cup. And we're down on the field ready for the kick. And we are ready to get this thing underway. The ball is all teed up and ready to go. The Tide ready to receive the kick. Back to receive is number 37, Sean Alexander, and number 28, Javier Arenas. And here we go. It is teed up and ready to go. And the kick. Spotted at the 2-yard line. Number 28, Arenas, receives the kick. And the Tide. He is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 Tide. First down and 10 for the Crimson Tide at their own 31-yard line. Namath is under the center. And we talked about this before, this power I offense of the Tide. The Aggies are going to really have to stay at home to stop this offense. He takes the snap. This time the handoff goes to number 3. Up the middle. Up the middle to Bobby Humphrey. Aggies turns him around, tackled in the backfield. Great penetration by the Aggies defensive line. That was number 66 on the play for the Aggies. Craig Carter making the tackle back at the 26-yard line. Great penetration by the Aggies. It's going to be 2nd down and 14 for the Tide. 2nd down and 14 for the Tide. And while we're at it, let me introduce the starters for the Tide. At quarterback, number 12, Joe Namath. At halfback, number 3, Bobby Humphrey, and number 4, TJ Yeldon. At fullback, number 14, Mark Ingram. Namath takes the snap. It's play action this time. We hadn't seen this from the Tide. Play action. Tide looking for a receiver. Namath's got a receiver open. Namath's got a receiver wide open. Looks like Amari Cooper. This could be a big play for the Tide. Completed pass. Cooper makes the reception. Huge play for the Tide. Tackle by the safety. Down to the 42-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10 Tide. That was a great play by the Tide. Great reception by Amari Cooper. Introducing the Tide's starting wide receivers. In this lineup, number 8, Julio Jones. And number 9, Amari Cooper. And on the offensive line for the Tide, at guard, Frank Howard, number 79, and number 73, John Hanna. At tackle, Billy Neighbors, number 75, and Fred Singleton, number 71. And at center, number 60, Von Mancha. That is the starting lineup for the Tide. We'll get into the starting lineup for the Aggies. Namath takes the snap. This time, hands the ball off up the middle. This time it went to the fullback. Number 14, Mark Ingram. Up the middle. He's got a hole, and he is open. He is into the open. Big run by Ingram down to the 40-yard line. Another 1st down for the Tide. 1st down and 10 on the Aggie 40-yard line. The Tide putting together a strong drive. Namath calls an audible. His motion to the left. Trips on that side. Namath drops back. His play action again. Namath looking for a receiver. And he dumps it out of the backfield. Looks like it's going to Bobby Humphrey. Namath to throw a screen pass. Screen pass to the running back out the backfield. Bobby Humphrey. Screen pass completed. Humphrey makes the catch. Humphrey makes the catch out the backfield. Side of base. Tackled by the safety. Another big gain down to the 30-yard line. 9 yards gain. It's going to be 2nd down and 1. Looks like the referees are going to have to make a measurement here. Another big play. The referees, after the measurement, it was determined that it was a 1st down. 1st down and 10 for the Tide. Introducing the Aggies starting lineup on defense. Starting at the defensive tackle position, number 66, Craig Carter, and number 50, Micah Stainfield. The defensive ends, number 56, Brian Keller, number 92, Adam Beal. Namath takes the snap. This time handoff goes up the middle. Looks like it's number 26. Number 26 this time with the reception. Play going to the strong side. Number 26 up the middle, hit in the backfield. Great tackle. That was number 89 on the play. That was Chuck Jones. Made the tackle in the backfield. Looks like a loss of a yard. Aggies, great penetration on that play. 2nd down and 11. We're down to 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. And the Tide has eaten up a lot of time off the clock. Introducing the rest of the Aggies defensive starters. Middle linebacker, number 57, Jamal Wardlaw. Number 89, Chuck Jones, outside linebacker, along with number 82, Brandon Jones. And in the secondary for the Aggies is number 18, strong safety, Brandon Mason. Number 25, Marquise Ruffin, the starting free safety. And at the corners, number 41, Isan Shaheed and Dedrick Williams. 2nd down, 12 for the Tide. It's a sweep going to the left. Great play. This time is going to number 37. The Sean Alexander. Sweep around the end. Alexander with the sweep. And he busted into the open. And he turns it up the field. And it is a touchdown for the Tide. Big play, Sean Alexander. We're back with 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the 1st quarter after a big 32-yard touchdown run by Sean Alexander. Aggies ready to receive. Back to receive for the Aggies is number 83, Justin Moffett, and number 2, Tony Horn. And here we go. Kick is up. Received back at the 10-yard line. Moffett with the reception. Moffett receives the kick. Taken down. Great tackle. Taken down at the 49-yard line. Great return for the Aggies. 1st down and 10 with 6 minutes to go on the clock. Here's 1st down for the Aggies at the 49-yard line. Aggies all spread out. Introducing the Aggies starting lineup on offense. Number 10, Mike Willis, the starting quarterback. Number 2, Tony Horn, starting running back. At fullback, number 21, Allen Jones. For both wide receivers, number 87, Torian Warren, and number 83, Justin Moffett. Willis takes the snap, drops back, looking for a wide receiver, and he has no one open. Everyone is covered. Willis turns and keeps the ball. Everyone covered. Willis with the keeper. Up the middle. And taken down. Stacked up by number 55 on the play. And that was the linebacker for the Tide. Number 55, Derek Thomas, stopping the quarterback. Second down and 10 for the Aggies. And the student section is going crazy. Aggies all spread out. Trips to the left. Introducing the Aggies starting offensive line. At center, number 64, Isaiah Holland. The two tackles, number 60, Alex Harper. Number 52, Matthew Hemler. The two guards, number 53, Brenton Walker. Number 58, Thomas Hearn. And at tight end, Cedric Bird. All spread out. Takes the snap. Quarterback hands it off up the middle. This time it goes to Tony Horn. Horn looking for a hole. Number 2 up the middle. He's got an opening. Breaks the tackle. Breaks into the open. Will he score? He turns it up. Upfield, out of bounds, down to the 13-yard line. Big run, strong run for the Aggies. Coach Hayes stormed the field after the call. Horrible call. Referees call holding on that play. Assessing Aggies the 10-yard penalty. And the referees sent a warning to the Aggies sideline. So it's going to be second down for the Aggies. Second down and 20 for the Aggies. Second and 20 for the Aggies. Willis takes the snap. Looking for a receiver. This time it's an option. He keeps it. Turns it up. Be a big play for the Aggies. Willis turns it up. Is tackled by the safety. Great play by the safety. That was number 27 on the tackle. George Toe. It's going to be third down for the Aggies. 3rd and 12. 3rd and 12 for the Aggies. Down under 3 minutes. In the first quarter, the score, the tie, 7, Aggies 0. So introducing the Tide's starting defense. Defensive tackle, number 93, Marty Lyons, number 62, Terrence Cody. The defensive ends, number 98, Leroy Jordan, number 94, DeMarco Ryans. Mike Willis takes the snap. Oh, what a big hit by number 22. That's Mark Barron. Quarterback looking for a receiver. Looks like the quarterback is going to keep it. There's no one to stop the quarterback. Willis turns it up. Mike Willis in the open. Will he get run down? And he's down at the 30-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to go. First down, Aggies. We're down to 1 minute, 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. Aggies got the ball down to the 30-yard line. The bands are playing. The Aggie student section is getting loud. The rest of the Tide defense, outside linebackers, Derek Thomas, number 55, the strong safety, number 20, Johnny Wilcox, free safety, number 27, George Toth, and the cornerbacks, Don McNeil, number 28, and Mark Barron, number 22. Mike Willis takes the snap. This time he's dropping back, and it looks like it's a handoff up the middle. Tony Horn, number 2, takes the handoff up the middle. He's tackled in the backfield. Great tackle by number 98. That was a defensive end. Leroy Jordan makes the tackle. Minimal gain for the Aggies. It's going to be 2nd down and 7. 1 minute, 25 seconds to go on the clock. Aggies in the I formation. Willis takes the snap. This time it looks like it's going up the middle. Tony Horn, number 2, with the ball. And hit in the backfield. Great tackle. Back at the 30-yard line. That was the safety who came up and made the tackle. George Toad. Great hit. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. Aggies running out of time here in the first quarter. It is 3rd down and 10 for the Aggies. Aggies all spread out. Wilson drops back looking for a receiver. He's got no one open. Not a single receiver open. Everybody's covered. Wilson is going to have to make a play. All the wide receivers are covered. He turns it upfield. Keeper. Wilson with the keeper. Finding the room. Got a blocker. Lead blocker. Touchdown Aggies. Incredible play. Run by the quarterback using his blocking into the end zone. A 30-yard run. With no time left on the clock, the Aggies put points on the board. Incredible play.